Hey guys, what's going on? It's Sorful here, and welcome back to episode number 1 now of How to Fund 101. And this is funding a shadowware with 10 billion mesos. And I could clearly tell from the last video, the introduction, that a lot of you guys don't really appreciate me starting with a rather large amount of mesos or anything. And I do take the fault. I guess that is my fault and I apologize. So to kind of compensate for that in the future, I'll do my best to make a series on how to get to 1 bill and then even 10 bill. And yeah, it's just a lot harder now, so I could understand, why a lot of people are struggling and stuff. It's definitely even hard for me. And yeah, 10 bill mesos is a lot more than, I guess I thought. And so yeah, I just want to get that out there and kind of formally apologize for that. Couple things I want to say is, you know what, I'll say it while going through the video. Okay, something you guys got to keep in mind when seeing this is that I'm funding this character not like it's my main, and that is kind of a mistake on my part because when funding a character not like that's not your main, it's it's not like you don't exactly fund it, the way that you actually should, which is kind of why they made this whole series in the first place. But I'll go ahead and tell you guys what you guys should buy in replacement of my stuff. If you guys have if you guys are funding a secondary character, hold on, I gotta take a call real quick. Sorry about that, guys, but I'm back. And so yeah, if you guys are funding a character that's like secondary character, not your main, then you could go ahead and follow this. I'll explain why I bought everything, as I go through it. And so now it's time to go through it. Alright, so didn't work on the rings. I don't like working on the rings on my mule or secondary characters because rings are really expensive and they're untradeable for the most part. So once you equip them, you cannot trade them ever again, and that's a huge investment to put into a secondary character. Even if the character is your main character that you're trying to fund with 10 billion mesos, don't work on the rings first at all because anything could happen before that time. The only way you should work on a ring early on is if you find a really, really good deal for a ring that you could definitely use, then go ahead and buy it. But for the most part, you do not want to work on the rings early on at all. Alright, so save the rings for later on. There's more important things to work on. The hat, I'm trying to look for a Chaos Zachem helmet with like 15% luck or something. I'm kind of trying to keep this to tradable equipment because it is my secondary character and I'm not sure how long I'm going to be playing it for. And so I'm just sticking with this hat for now until I can find a good Chaos Zachem helmet for a good price, or even a regular Zachem helmet. Um, and yeah, I know that's untradeable unless Karma, Scissors of Karma it. But they're not too expensive, so I'm willing to put in the mesos for one of those. Next, I really like how this looks on my character, but I am going to be getting a Sweetwater tattoo. They're really, really cheap. They're like 100 mil for one, and they're really good. And so I'm going to be replacing this with a Sweetwater tattoo. I'm trying to find one with like 7% luck or something. So yeah, I'm going to be replacing this with Sweetwater Tattoo, but I really like how this mustache looks on my shadower. For those of you guys that play League of Legends and like are into esports and stuff, and the team Dignitas, Crumbs, the jungler on that team, you can't tell me that my shadower does not look like Crumbs from Dignitas. Just look at my shadower's face. I swear to God, it looks just like Crumbs, minus the hair. It's so funny. But so yeah, I like this mustache on him, but I'm gonna replace that. The eye accessory, I'm gonna get Sweetwater glasses. They're again very cheap, like 150 mil or something, maybe even cheaper. I'm waiting to find one with percent luck. And something I forgot to mention, what you guys want to do when funding a character is you want to make a list. Now, making this list is very, very important. You're gonna want to make a list of all the things that. Well, let me just close my door there. Alright, you're going to want to make a list of all the things that you think you need for your character, no matter what it is. It could be the name of a ring, it could be And you don't have to type in the full name, just type in keywords. So if you're trying to fund a shadower, you could type in knife to see sweet water daggers, because it's called something knife. You could type in basil, like for Basilard, like Ravenhorn Basilard, the Empress dagger. You could type in Damascus. You could type in Prowler for the Terminus Prowler. So just type in just have a bunch of keywords, and I'm saying to type it because you're gonna want to go to maple.fm. I'll type it in right here, maple.fm/server name. Okay, so that's what you're gonna want to go to, and in brackets you're gonna remove the brackets and put in the name of your server, whether it be Scania or whatever it is. So I will have the link to that website in the description, and you're gonna want to search the FM database at least 3 times a day. You're gonna want to do it as soon as you wake up, because early in the morning you could find some really good deals. You're gonna want to do it in the middle of the day. That's another great time to check out stuff, because that's when the FM is most flooded, and that's when the most shops are up in most servers. And again, this is all effortless. All you got to do is type in the keywords for the things that you need and look through them and see if you can find one that's really good, a really good deal, and just do it that way. That's what I did, and that's what I always do ever since it came out. It just helps funding characters a lot more, so makes it a lot easier. And then you're gonna want to check before you go to bed to see if you can pick up any sick deals before you go to sleep. And yeah, those are 3 times that you want to check at least a day. Again, it only takes like 5 minutes, depending on how many items you're trying to search for. So again, for the eye accessory, I'm going to be going Sweetwater glasses. I still have this pendant for now. Pendants are really expensive. They're like 1 bill plus for decent ones, and so that's why I'm keeping this for now. Pendants again are untradeable for the most part once you equip them, unless you like karma scissors them. And yeah, I'm trying to stick to getting the tradable stuff first, just in case, because again, this is my secondary class. And if you are trying to fund your main, you could work on pendants as early as you want, kind of. I wouldn't recommend working on that first unless again you find a really good deal. There's always an exception to when you should buy an item, and that exception is if you can find a really good deal. So yeah, the pendant I'm going to be working on later, if even at all. Emblem and the badge, these two you can get for free by doing quests. I might show the quest to get the badge. I'm definitely going to do that because a couple of people requested to see it, so I'll be doing that. The earring, you want to get an earring rather early, depending if it's your main or not, and how much measles you have. I'm probably going to pick up a 15% luck, half earring, something like that. That'll cost me about 800 mil, maybe a little less, around there though. Still have my 6% shoulder. Okay, so this Dragon Kanjar, overall I spent 2 bill on this, and I took a chance with it because it had 23 weapon attack and 6 slots left. So that person only used 1 scroll on it and got 8 attack on it. And I bought it for 1.5 bill. And it was already 3-line epic. And I bought it for 1.5 bill because I had a friend selling Incredible Chaos of Goodness scrolls, and they were 100 mil each. So I'm like, okay, I'll take the risk because this Dragon Kanjar has the potential to be at least 40 attack. So unfortunately, fortunately 5 worked. Unfortunately, they all gave like 1 attack. The most I got from 1 Incredible Chaos of Goodness scroll was 2 attack, which absolutely sucks. So yeah, but I still got 30 attack on it, so it's not bad. So overall, I spent 2 bill on this Dragon Kanjar, and it's about worth just about that much, if not a little bit more. So I kind of just broke even on this Dragon Kanjar, and so yeah, this cost me a whopping 2 bill. You kind of want to work on your main attacking things first. That's what I like to do, because those are usually the most expensive parts of your buying and your expenses. So I still have this cape. I'm gonna replace this with a Tyrant cape most likely, since they're cheap. They're pretty cheap now. In terms of my 10 bill budget, they cost about 2 bill. So far I spent 2 bill for this, right? I have a replacement glove right here. This is the glove I'm replacing this one with. This is 6% luck, 12 attack, 18 all. This one is 14 attack, 8% luck. I'm going to be cubing this for obviously at least 15% luck. Even 12% would be fine for me. So I'm going to put like a couple cubes in this just to get 15%. I bought this glove for 150 mil, so it was a really good deal. Really cheap. And yeah, that's why I'm going to use this instead. So that's, another thing. So far 2.15 bill in purchases, same belt, and now these are some things that I bought. I bought this top, 13% luck, 28 luck, but it is legendary, so I am gonna cube this for more percent luck for sure. I want at least 18% on this, and I bought this for 700 mil. Let me check. Yeah, 700 mil I spent on this. So far that's 2.95 bill. And then I bought the 16% luck pants, 26 luck, for 1 bill. I've seen pants that were worse than this sell for more, like 1.1 bill, and so I knew that this pants being at 1 bill, it was, a good deal for my shadower. And again, I bought these two tradable equips because this is not my main character. If you guys are trying to fund your main character, what you'd want to do is invest that mesos into Rudibus gear. You would want to buy a Rudibus top and pants. You could buy them clean or, preferably scrolled or kind of cubed. Epic, is always a good start. And you'd want to take advantage of these event shops and, scroll them yourself for pretty much free at the cost of, time. And so, but again, since this is my secondary class, I want to keep things tradable. And so I spent 1.7 bill collectively on the pants and the top. So far that's 2.95, that's 3.95 bill. And then I think that's 3.95 bill, around there. And then the dagger. So it's so coincidental that I ended up with this dagger again. Oh my god. Someone in the comments actually even referred to an older video of my shadower where he had this dagger. And I wanted this dagger back ever since the day it left my inventory. And thank God I actually got it back. And I couldn't believe that I just seen it in a shop. And it was just there and it was calling my name. And I bought it. I didn't care about the price. I just wanted it. I had to have this dagger back again. So as you guys can see, it's a level 80 dagger fused to look like a Fafnir Damascus, which it wasn't before. Like the dagger looked like the dragon's tail when I had it last time. And it's 174 attack, 36% total damage. That's so funny and it's just so awesome. But yeah, when I had it, it did not have that nebulite, but I'm super glad that it does now. And when I had this dagger before, I think I sold it for like 4 bill or something like that, or maybe even more, around there, I don't know. But I bought it back this time for 2 bill because yeah, there's a lot of other daggers out there now. But this is a mistake in terms of the video, but this is just way too sentimental to me for me to not have bought it. I just had to buy this dagger. I don't think I'm ever gonna sell this crap again. I just need it for the rest of my my Maple career. And yeah, so I just love the dagger. But I spent 2 bill on it, totaling my expenses at around 6 bill, if I'm not mistaken. So around 6 bill. Let me just do the calculation real quick. 2, 4, 5, 7. 5.85 bill is the amount I spend. So 5.85 bill is the total amount I spent. And the general range you guys want, oh wait, sorry, I'm skipping ahead a little bit. What you guys would want to do if you're maining a shadower, you're not going to want to buy a dagger like this. You're going to want to spend that 2 bill mesos on a way better dagger. For example, Fafnir daggers are like they're going down in price super fast in my server. And I'm not entirely sure why, but they just are. And so I could get a clean Fafnir dagger for 2 bill, and that would be a better investment than this dagger, because this dagger has no more limit, like it's at its max limit right now, whereas a clean Fafnir dagger is pretty much almost as good as this, clean. So that's why you'd want to invest in a Fafnir dagger, but I just had to buy this. I couldn't resist. And so yeah, but you guys would want to either buy a Sweetwater dagger or a Fafnir dagger, considering, you have a 10 bill budget. But if you have something less than that, you know, you could get, different types of daggers, maybe a clean Raven Empress dagger, because those are about 100 mil on my server. So yeah, there's a lot of variety out there, but again, I had to buy this because it has a huge place in my heart, and it's just so awesome that I actually got this dagger back, and I'm never gonna let it go this time. So yeah, this is my dagger. But what was I gonna say? All right, so I asked you guys to set the goal for me for this video, and I think the highest range that someone told me to get by the first week was 100K, about 100K, and that person said, if I spent a lot of money. And we'll go ahead and show you guys my clean range, but the range I wanted you guys to predict for me was obviously my buffed range, and you guys knew that. So this is my clean range. A lot of people were generous and said, they only expect me to get a 60K range buffed. Well, good news is I have your 60K range clean. So I surpassed those people's expectations and the goal that they set for me. Now we're going to go ahead and buff up and go ahead and see what range I could get. So that's not fully buffed. I'll go ahead and fully buff up though. Whoops, the leg. And we're fully buffed up. 92K range. So I'm very close to that 100K mark. This will drop my range by 2K. I'm very close to the 100K mark that some people expected from me, and I'm proud of that. I'm really happy with the range. Remember, what I started with was like 24K range clean. I more than doubled that in the first week, and it feels good. So I think it was a success. I spent 5.85 bill to get here, and that means I have 4.15 bill left if math serves me correctly. And with that, I think I could probably get I'm not sure what I could get with that amount of measles left. So again, what I want you guys to do for me is set another goal for maybe what will be the last video, because I spent so much already. But as you can see, I'm hitting over 1 mil sometimes with the boomerang stab. Go ahead and show you guys some of that damage. Go ahead and use my hyper. So that does over 1 mil barely. And don't think I forgot about the good old assassinate. 3.2 mil right there. But you guys gotta leave me another goal now. So, I think I did really good. I think maybe some of you guys will be surprised with the range I was able to get with, 5.8 bill. And so yeah, just go ahead, leave me what range you think I should be by the end of the next episode. It will be safe to assume that I will spend the remaining 4 bill by the next episode, because yeah, I do a lot of searching. Like I said, the minimum times you want to search a day for your keywords, your key items, is 3, and I search about like 5 times a day for the items that I need. Sometimes I do only search 3, but more than often I search 5 times a day for my desired items, because the more I guess I'll just say persistent you are with something like that, the better you are, like the better chances you have of being that lucky person that gets that super steal. And so yeah, make sure you are there's a word I'm looking for, but I just can't think of it. But yeah, so this has been How to Fund 101, funding a shadow with 10 bill. Spent a little over half the mesos. Let me know what you guys think of, my purchases. Let me know, your thoughts, all that stuff. I also want to cube this Dragon Kanjar, obviously, to get at least some percent attack. But yeah, let me know how you guys think I did. Again, I'm sorry for starting off with such a huge number, but yeah, I just thought a lot of you guys, because from people I talk to, they have a large budget and they just don't know what to do with it. And so that's, why I did that. But anyway, expect to see a lot more equips in the next episode. Again, tell me what range I should have. Again, my range was about 93k buffed. So what range should I have by the end of the next episode? It might not be next week because I'm going on vacation for half of this week, but I'll schedule some videos to be uploaded in my absence. And that being said, I think that about wraps this episode up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys feel a little relieved, so you guys can, not be so harsh with the dislike button. And yeah, because you guys know that I'll try and make a funding series a part of this in the future of how to, get some misos and start. Yeah, stay tuned for videos. Cubing video this Friday. Stay tuned for that, and I'll be seeing you all later. Thank you all for watching. This has been a Soulful production. Hopefully you guys found this video informative and enjoyable, and I'll be seeing you all later. Peace. If you liked that last video, why not click another? You might like that one too. And don't forget to subscribe.